Hello everyone, welcome to the Spring and Summer events forecast for GWV. We're starting off with the Cheltenham Festival and the Cheltenham Gold Cup for the first event of this season. Over the next 6 months we'll be bringing you updates for various events, holidays, bank holidays, sporting events and music festivals as well. So the full list of events is being linked to from this page. Actually, it's our GWV's events page, and you'll be able to see the full list of sort of festivals, sporting events, bank holidays that we've got coming up over the next sort of 6 months, and we'll be endeavouring to do updates for all of these events, whether they be bespoke videos such as this one, or just contained within kind of like the weekend forecast and that kind of thing. So we'll be linking to all those events over the next 6 months, of course, here at GWV. As I say, we're beginning it all, our spring and summer season of events with the Cheltenham Festival. If you can think of any more events I haven't got on the events page, by the way, do let me know. You can email via the feedback form on our contact page, and do let me know if I've missed anything out. I think I've got a pretty extensive list of events now, and sort of summer festivals and sporting events, but let me know if I've missed anything out. So we're going to begin with the Cheltenham Festival and the Cheltenham Gold Cup. So it starts a week today, Tuesday 13th of March, running through to Friday the 15th, Friday the 16th of March. 16th of March is the day of the Cheltenham Gold Cup. So we'll begin by having a look at Tuesday, day one of this event. And this is how the latest run of the Chair Festival is seeing things developing next week. So this is Tuesday, midday Tuesday, 13th of March. And it looks really unsettled, actually. We've got low pressure over Ireland. We're bringing wet and windy weather in from off the Atlantic. There's the upper air temperatures. They're looking nice and mild for England and Wales, and particularly focused on Cheltenham in Gloucestershire. But it's wet. There's quite a lot of heavy rain moving in across the country. I can tell you, between now and then, there's going to be several bouts of rain as well, so I expect we're going to be pretty soft, I would have thought, at Cheltenham next week. It is going to be quite a wet old time of it. Of course, we've had snow as well over the past few days last week, so I think the ground is going to be very, very soft for next week's festival. This is how the temperatures are looking next Tuesday. So it's nice and mild. Temperatures up to 11, 12 degrees there in the southwestern part of the Midlands. That's into below 50s Fahrenheit in old money. This is how day two is looking. Wednesday 14th of March. Low pressure is out to the west, and again we've got weather fronts moving in from off the Atlantic. Also very unsettled spell indeed. Again, the upper air temperatures are quite mild, so there's no problems with temperatures. But I've got a lot of heavy rain here gathering to the southwest. Timings of these rain bands are subject to change, of course, because it's over a week away. So it's just a general idea, really, that it is likely to be very unsettled. So this is at midday on Wednesday. We've got an area of heavy rain down across Wales, southwestern parts of England. And that just marches northwards as we go through Wednesday afternoon next week, bringing a thoroughly wet afternoon to many parts of England and Wales, again particularly focusing on the Cheltenham region. Temperatures are still mild in the southwestern part of the Midlands, so it's around 10 degrees. That's not quite as mild as the day before, but even so, 50 Fahrenheit probably isn't too far from the early March average. This unsettled weather continues into Thursday, I'm afraid. So again, this is day 3 of the Cheltenham Festival, and Thursday looking very wet indeed. This is 15th of March. Low pressure is right over the top of the country. Again, there's the upper air temperatures. They're still quite mild, but they are starting to cool down, and just thoroughly wet. Look at that heavy rain. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, all featuring very wet weather, and again it's particularly focused in this pattern on England and Wales. So it does look as though Cheltenham is going to be in for really sort of sodden ground with this as we go further along through the course of next week. And it's becoming colder as well, so temperatures by Thursday have gone down into single figures through the Midlands, just 4 to 6 degrees. Really quite a chilly, cold, wet, miserable day 3. And then this is the final day, day 4. This is the day of the Cheltenham Gold Cup, of course. This is Friday, 16th of March. And it's still we are still in an unsettled pattern. It still looks unsettled, although the low pressure is pushing through, and that's allowing the winds to turn into the northwest. So it's becoming colder, but it's also starting to become a little bit drier. There's the upper air temperatures for day 4, the final day of the Cheltenham Gold Cup, the Cheltenham Festival, and they've lowered a lot compared to earlier in the week, but to compensate, it's a drier day, so actually there would be plenty of sunshine with that, maybe a few showers, and we've lost all of that persistent and heavy rain that we have in the days leading up. And the temperatures, excuse me, they are pretty cool, really, just 6, 7, 8 degrees there through the middle. It's not as bad as the day before when it's pouring with rain, it's very cold, but even so, quite a chilly day being signalled there for the final day of the Cheltenham Festival. But at least it's a drier day and there is plenty of sunshine. Now, as I say, the timing on these rain bands is subject to change, so things might not be quite as wet by day as it appears on this update. But I think the broad pattern is very likely, and this is likely to be a really unsettled first half to March. So between now and sort of Friday, the 16th of March, the end of the Cheltenham Festival, we expect lots of rain bands to be coming and going. And so the overall theme is going to be very unsettled, even if the timing, the exact timing of these rain bands is subject to change. So if you're off to this event on any of the days, really, although the last day is depicted to be a drier day here, I would suspect there is a chance that that could change. So if you're off to this event on any of the days, I would be preparing to take your waterproofs and just preparing to be getting quite wet during this meeting, because it is likely to be really quite unsettled indeed. I'll probably do more updates in the next day or so, so keep checking back for more. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.